Okay, so before we begin this video, I need to do some yapping to get out of the way. Feel free to skip to the timestamp on screen to when I actually begin the gameplay. But otherwise, I tried to record a Minecraft video yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, I don't know, I can't really remember. Finished recording it, started editing it, realized I didn't like it, and I yapped way too long and way too, incoherently about things, and it wasn't very good. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna scrap this, I'm gonna re-record the video. But I had a yapping session in it, which I had quoted my friend, and I had mentioned that I was quoting him, and he seemed a little disappointed that he wasn't gonna be able to figure out what I had quoted him for. So I'm gonna basically have that yapping session again, but I'm gonna condense it down to be less of 40 minutes edited of basically incoherent ramblings to something maybe a little more palatable and a little easier just to get out of the way before we begin. A little bit ago, I don't remember how long, but a little bit ago, I decided to watch Murder Drones after I had kind of, watched the conclusion of Amazing Digital Circus, which was a pretty alright show. I have complaints about it, but they're not very important. Just to say, it was a pretty alright show. And I had made a new friend that liked Murder Drones, and I was like, okay, well, all these things are telling me that Murder Drones probably is a good show. So I begin watching it, and I come to the unfortunate conclusion that I really don't like the show. The writing's annoying, the characters are annoying, the first episode was really hard to get through. The writing didn't really get better until episode 4, which is a lot of time to be wasted in a 8-episode series to bad writing. And I have a lot of complaints about it. I think the relationship between N and Uzi particularly rubbed me the wrong way, because I was under the impression up until episode 4, where N says she's a kid just like us, that N was not a teen or anywhere close to that, and Uzi was a teen. So a little uncomfortable by their relationship. That's not to say that I think there's anything wrong with it. I'm pretty sure that it was the writer's intention that N was of a similar maturity and age, as much as a robot can be those two things. But it still rubbed me the wrong way, and it's more of a personal nitpick, but it's still something I should mention to get off my chest. But the reason I had quoted my friend is because he said, and let me quote him word for word again, just to be, a good sport. How does it compare to something like Has Been? That's cringe, but can be fun sometimes. Now, I don't remember, I think I said it was worse than Has Been when he had asked that question. I didn't really understand the question, or maybe I was just being stupid, I don't know. But I didn't answer it very well, and I want to answer it better now than I did then. So that's basically the whole point of this rambling session, is to quote him and then fix my answer. The answer to that question is it's better than Has Been. Because I don't think Has Been has any fun moments except for the songs. And that's, even then, a lot of the songs suck. A lot of them are good, a lot of them suck. So it's kind of like, a mixed bag. It's not consistent enough for me to say that the music is, great. But when I was watching Has Been Hotel Season 2, I really, really, really struggled to watch it. I didn't want to watch it at all. The only thing that got me to watch it was looking forward to the music. Because the music in Season 2, as far as I can remember, was pretty good, right? I think there was a few stinkers, but for the most part, it was pretty good. But I really struggled to get through the show, right? I just was not interested at all. It was not engaging at all. I didn't like it. But Murder Drones, on the other hand, even though the writing, actually infuriated me, pissed me off most of the times, especially in episode 1 and episode 2, and I would go, I don't want to watch any more of this. This sucks. I'm genuinely getting pissed off. By the time that the episode would end, I would go, I want to watch more. I want to see where this goes, I want to watch more of it. Which I think is a sign that Murder Drones is probably better in the cringe but fun department than Has Been Hotel is. All that to say, there you go. I'm not sure if I should name drop you, so I'm not going to. There you go. That's what I quoted you for. Anyway, Let's actually start the video proper. Hello and welcome to a Minecraft video. I haven't I haven't uploaded a Minecraft video, and when I checked 2 days ago it said 11 months, so almost a year. Uh it doesn't feel like it's been that long, but that's what YouTube says, and YouTube never lies. Yeah, I've wanted to record one for a while. I haven't really been able to get myself to do it, and I was finally like, you know what? I should just sit down and record a video. If I fuck up, I fuck up. It doesn't matter. If I don't, great. I have a video to upload. We're not gonna talk about the Baldur's Gate video, okay? We're not gonna talk about that one. Let us begin. I have a lot more mods than from my last video. This mod pack, I believe, was made after that video. So I have shaders. I have I have a lot of mods. I don't know how else to word it really. I need to turn down my headphones so I can hear myself talk. But yeah, I believe my mod pack, I believe I've worked out all the kinks with the mod pack. It's no longer like buggy or anything. The textures are no longer bugged, as far as I know. Could be wrong. We might come across something that's pretty buggy, who knows. I feel like my volume is weird. I don't know, I just feel like it's really loud for some reason. I'm just gonna turn my volume from me way down. Yeah, I have a lot of mods. I have some data packs, like I have the data pack that lets you, the Vanilla Tweaks data pack lets you chop down trees immediately. Which may be considered cheating to some, but it's my world. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, I spent a while putting this mod pack together with the intention to use it in video recordings because, like, you know, I wanted to record a video, and then I just never did, and hell, this mod pack, I must have started making it, like, at least, like, 3 months ago, maybe? I need to do tool none, because I do have world edit, but I'm not using world edit. I don't know if this will break. Oh, well, okay, good. I'm not sure how that system works, but whatever. I'm not the one who makes vanilla tweaks, so I don't think it matters. Yeah, I wanted to record a video for a while. Made this mod pack with the intention to, and I never did. I think I have the replay mod or whatever it's called, where I can like record and then or maybe I got rid of it. I don't know. I don't think I'm ever going to use that though. Cause like I'm not one of those like Minecraft YouTubers. I'm more. I like the old style of Minecraft Let's Play videos. Not that there's anything wrong with like modern videos or how like, cause like I feel like a lot of the times when people record these videos that are like, oh, I play Minecraft but I don't rush, or I play Minecraft but you know it's the olden days, and it kind of comes across as like snobbish toward, which I understand being snobbish towards like the content farm or like the or not content farm but like the slop Minecraft videos that are edited really fast paced and are just like kind of annoying. But like I feel bad about it when it comes to like people's personal playing styles, like people who personally prefer to play at a faster pace. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? It's not for me. I don't like going on to the nether in the second day. Hell, it's taken me like 60 days to get diamonds once. But that's just how I like to play, you know. I don't like to rush it. I think it's more fun to take my time. But that's me personally. If you like to play the game fast, that's fine. But for me personally, when it comes to making videos and editing videos, I like slower pace, calmer, more traditional Let's Play videos. Just personally, that's what I like to edit. It's less taxing on me, it's less straining, less editing I have to do, which I'm not really a big fan of. I'd leave my shit unedited altogether if it wasn't for the fact that I'm a really bad talker and I have to repeat myself a lot, or I have to cut out all my uhs and my moments and my breaths and the quiet parts between my yapping. I would leave it unedited if it wasn't for those, but you know. I know I said we weren't going to talk about the Baldur's Gate video in the first bit, but I want to talk about it a little bit. The reason why I haven't recorded a part 2 to that video is not because I don't want to, it's because I don't like the way that I edited it. and I have a pressure to edit it the same way that I edited it before. But I didn't like that editing style. I didn't like it. It was very mentally taxing on me, and it kind of like put me off of making videos for a while. That's why I never made a I planned on recording a Minecraft video after that. Never did because I was just so drained from editing that video. So that's the first reason why I haven't recorded part two. Is I didn't like how I edited it, and I feel it, required to edit it the same way. And the second reason is that it was honor mode. And I don't want to finally start recording part two and then immediately die and be like, well, that was an absolute waste of time. So, like, you know, I don't know. I think if I ever record another Baldur's Gate video, it's not going to be a part two to that video. It's going to be just a regular playthrough that's not anything crazy. But yeah, if I feel inclined to record another Baldur's Gate video, it's probably going to be a regular video and it's not going to be a part two. Which, thankfully, I'm a small enough channel to be able to do that without people getting mad at me, except for, like, my friends, but I don't think my friends really care, so. Yippee! I can do whatever the hell I want. That's really that's really the blessing with doing YouTube videos, for really only yourself, is that you can do whatever you want, like, it doesn't matter. I'm not doing this to get, popular, I'm not doing this to, impress people, or get views, or make money. Most common reason people make videos is to make money. But also, I think views and stuff is also pretty popular of a reason. But that's not really my reason. I just like it. I like talking. I really love talking. And I find it very hard to talk to other people, so I like talking to myself, as crazy as that sounds. And when I say talking to myself, I mean I actually talk out loud to myself when I'm alone. I'm a little, you know, but, like, I don't think it's that weird of a thing. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, yeah, I'm crazy, I talk to myself. It's like, no, because, like, no one, it's not like I talk to myself when I hear someone responding. That's not what it is. I just talk to myself, because it feels right. It helps me get used to my voice. It helps me build up skills for when I talk to other people, and whatnot. And basically, recording is just me talking to myself, but then other people get to hear it afterwards. That's all this is, really. And I think that's a pretty neat concept, honestly. There's a lot of reasons why I record. I record to get used to talking. As I said, I have a lot of trouble talking. I want to get better at it. I want to be more chatty. So this is a pretty, like, low stakes way to, you know, get used to that. But that's one of the reasons, to get used to talking. And then I record videos because I think it's fun. I like editing the calmer paced ones, even if it's a little mentally exhausting. It's not as mentally exhausting as Baldur's Gate video, at least. I record because it gives me motivation to play Minecraft. I record because I hope that it'll help me commit to a Minecraft world. So far, that's been unsuccessful. But that is the overall goal with these videos, is so I can actually, like, commit to a Minecraft world. Because every time I play Minecraft, I have the urge to start a new world, and it's like, wow, this fucking sucks. I want to have a world that's like been worked on for a while, because I think that's really cool. I think it's a really cool thing to, like, show off, like, here's my world that I've had for a year, here's my world that I've had for 2 years, here's my world that I had for 10 years, you know. I don't think I'd ever be able to sit on a world for 10 years, but I could probably sit on a world for a year. And hopefully that'll happen, and hopefully it'll be within these videos. I think that would be very neat. I have a sandwich and some salt and vinegar chips and a Monster. That's my breakfast. Which, all things considering, that's real food. Not a very bad breakfast. Also, this lunch meat is crazy. Trigger warning for calorie talk. I am morbidly obese, so I would like to lose weight. So I do talk about counting calories. If that upsets you, you should probably leave. I know that is actually a triggering topic for people, so I am gonna be polite and have a little trigger warning here. But this meat, for 5 slices of the meat, it's 70 calories, I think, or maybe 60, which is not bad at all. I think that's actually insane, because 5 slices of meat is almost too much for me. So, these sandwiches might become, like, a mainstay in my diet if I start trying to lose weight again. because that low calorie count for the meat leaves room for a good cheese, some good sauce, and then some good bread. Boom. You got a tasty sandwich that isn't that bad. This, of course, might be bad. I put way too much mayo on it. I did not make it with calorie counting in mind. I just noticed the calories on the chicken, and I was like, oh yeah, lunch meat. I mean, I'm sure there are some lunch meats that are really calorie dense. I don't know. Excuse me. This is the only lunch meat I eat. This chicken lunch meat. So, as far as that lunch meat is concerned, it's, it's pretty alright. Currently, my plan is to find a place to settle down. Find a place to build a base. It's usually the first thing I do in Minecraft is try to find a spot. Don't know how well that'll go, but we'll see. I don't really like is that what it's called, acacia wood? Yeah, acacia wood. I don't really like acacia wood, but I'm gonna get it anyway. Just cause, like, do we have a sapling? Yes, we do. Good. That's all I needed. Is a sapling. I started playing, Cyberpunk recently. My friend bought me the game, which is very sweet. I'm very appreciative of that. But he got me the game, and I've been very, very much so enjoying it. Of course, I was always under the impression that Cyberpunk sucked, because on release it sucked, and that was the only story I had ever been told about it before. I just never heard anything about the game again, so I thought it stayed that way, but apparently no. Apparently they did actually, nurse the game to a playable state. It's still a little buggy, but, like, it's more Bethesda buggy, like, charming for the most part. I think twice now I've gotten my car, like, when I summon it, it would, like, get lodged in an object, and when I would get in, it would, like, fling me across the road. It's very funny. But, nothing terrible. I only had one game-breaking thing where I couldn't speak to an NPC, and I had to reload a save, but that fixed it, so it's not that big of a deal. But overall, it's a very fun game. I would definitely recommend it if you've wanted to try it, but haven't because of the whole hubbub about how bad it was at release. It is better now. It's very fun. I think the gunplay in it is very good, although I don't really play a lot of shooters, so I can't say that with full confidence, but I see other people saying it's pretty alright. I would definitely recommend you play the game. It's very fun. Also, it has Keanu Reeves as a character in it. Like, what more could you want? I'm not really sure, like, what kind of place I want to build my house, my base. I wouldn't mind doing, like, a cliffside base, but I also kind of just want to do, like, a regular... that's the worst part about Minecraft, is building a base, because, like, I never know what I want to do, Do I want to build a normal house? Do I want to build an underground base? Excuse me? Do I want to build a cliffside base? I never know, and I'm not a very good builder. Like, I think in one of my other videos, someone complimented me on my house, and I was like, dude, how? It was slightly bigger than average for a starting home, and I think that's the only reason that they said that. And I was like, dude, it's not good. Like, have you seen the other bases that people make? But to be fair, when those people make those bases, they're, like, hundreds of days into their world, like, right? So, like, I can't be too hard on myself, but I'd never be able to make anything that grand. Or, I mean, I don't know, maybe. Who knows what will happen after a year of playing in a world. I just have to actually play in a world for that long. That's probably why I can't build for shit. It's because I don't put enough time in any worlds. Of course I can't build anything grand. I start a new world every time I play. I wish I could find a village just because I want, some bundles. Or string webs, spider webs. I have some structure mods, so, like, there are a couple structures that have spider webs in them. Just because, like, they're supposed to be old or whatever. So I can get string from those if I come across any of them. But I also have a mod that spaces out the structures because there are way too many structures from the mods that I had. So that does make things a little bit more rare, but, like, not terribly rare. So it's not. I haven't had any issues with the mod anyway. What other mods do I have? I have like some furniture mods, like some decoration mods. I have, like I said, I have a lot of structure mods. I, of course, have texture packs. For some reason, I don't think my music notifier mod has been working, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I want to list all of the mods that I'm using, like how I used to, but, like, my old mods, I manually put each mod into the folder. I didn't use a mod organizer, whatever you want to call them. Now I do. but that means I have a lot more mods, and they were a lot less hand-selected. They were still selected by me, but they were less hand-selected. So it would take a lot longer to compile them and leave out the library mods and yada 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 whatever. And I don't think I could fit all of the mods into the description, so I'm not really sure how I'd go about, like, crediting all of the mods, because I like doing that. I might at least go through and credit the texture packs that I have, because, like, those are actually, like, kind of works of art. I mean, mods are also works of art, but, like, visually... Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I want to credit the people who have made the mods that I'm using, but, like, I don't know how, to easily do that, so I don't know if I can share my mod pack. I don't know if that's something I can do. I genuinely have no idea how to share the mods I have. It's been quite a conundrum on my mind ever since I considered recording this. I was like, how am I gonna credit the mods? But, like, if you're curious about any of the mods that I'm using, just ask, and I will tell you which ones you're inquiring about. Because that's really the only way I can think to, like, to credit them, you know, because, like, I don't know. I don't know what would be the way to go about it. I don't know. I will say this texture pack, I think it's bugged. That or I mess up something with textures. I like to have the sun and the moon, not the mun, the sun and the moon, square, and I like to have the clouds be the vanilla clouds, even in, like, this fancy, shader, right? Okay, I had to make sure my laptop's fans were on. But for some reason, when I turn the clouds to the vanilla and I turn the sun to the vanilla, in the shader pack settings, it doesn't work. Like, there's just nothing there. So either the shader's broken, which I am going to look into updating it and seeing if that fixes it. So either the shader's broken or I messed something up on my end, which is completely possible. But either way, kind of sucks because I don't like the, like, hyper-realism in the sky. I don't even really like the hyper-realism in the water, but which I think I can shut off, but hell, that's probably also bugged. So, not gonna really bother with it. It's whatever. Maybe it's more pretty to, like, the shader purists or whatever. Is that dark oak? Yes, it is. We love dark oak. Oh, I do have keep inventory off. I think last time I played, I've had it on. I have a data pack that leaves graves after you die, so I'll be able to easily go back and get my items as long as I'm not spawning a spawn, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like the game's probably more fun with keep inventory off. Not that there's anything wrong with using it. I use it all the time, especially for personal saves. But for a video, I think I'm gonna keep it off because that feels more right. Oh, that's a Nautilus shell. I was like, what the fuck is that in the water? I do kind of want to also start a series playing the PlayStation 1 mod pack, the, like, horror-esque one. It's not very horror-y. I'm easily frightened, so it probably will be, like, horror for me, but, like, yeah, it's not that scary. It's more tame compared to other Minecraft horror mod packs, but it is still horror, I think. Not I think, it is. That is literally what it's marketed as. But I kind of want to do a let's play or like at least like a two-parter of that mod pack, just to, like, have more of a reason to play it. But I thought probably not great to do as, like, my first video back into Minecraft. I mean, maybe it would have been. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. If I feel like doing it, I will do it. If I don't, I won't. No promises. No promises that this video will even get a part 2. Like, you know. I'm much too inconsistent with the way I record videos and my motivation. Because, like, I do this for fun, as I said before. I don't have any, like, I don't have any incentive to upload often, right? So it's kind of like, you know, my motivation, it comes and it goes, because I don't have, like any, like, real motivator to make videos, like views, money, fame, whatever. I don't do it very often, right? Because it's for fun, I do it when I feel like doing it, which unfortunately is not as much as I would like to be doing it, which kind of sounds ironic, but, you know, motivation, sometimes you want to be motivated to do something, but you can't get the motivation to do it, right? That doesn't mean that you don't want to do it, it's just you can't get the motivation to do it. Because I'm so inconsistent in that way, I can't promise a part 2 like I did with the Baldur's Gate video. I can't do that anymore. I can't, like, promise things, which, to be fair, again, promising it doesn't matter. I'm not big enough for it to matter. Like, people aren't gonna be like, hey, you never made... What is that? What is that? Hold on, wait a minute. Was that a fucking thingy-mob? Hold on, did I really walk past that? Did I just really walk? I not know. How did I not notice that? Is that actually a Woodland Mansion, or is that like a structure that just looks really similar to a Woodland Mansion? Alright, what direction is that in? Straight ahead, okay. Also I see spruce trees, okay. Maybe coming back was a good idea. Anyway, I can't promise part 2s and stuff to videos. It's not something I can do in right consciousness, so no promises of part 2 for this video. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. You're not gonna be a reoccurring viewer, and I'm not gonna be a reoccurring YouTuber. Okay, that's the deal, right? No promises to each other? Cool, awesome. Great we had this discussion. I need to watch out for powdered snow. I hate powdered snow. Oh god, it's the bane of my existence. Let me get the spruce tree, and then I'll go and see if that was a Woodland Mansion. I'm not gonna explore it, because I don't want to die. But, I still want to see if that's... Oh good, my inventory's full. No, I want the saplings, not the wood itself. I can grow wood once we find our place of living. Okay, hold on. This direction. My render distance is a lot lower than it has been in the past, just because no! Okay, hold on. So remember what I said about hating powdered snow? Anywho, I don't remember what I was saying, so rip that conversation. It doesn't really matter. Probably, I don't know. I want to see, yeah, this is 100% a whatchamacallit. That's cool. I'll remember that. Maybe I'll come back to it eventually. I might end up, being quiet now and just, going on until I find a place to build. Unless I come across anything interesting. String! Do I have... No, I don't think I have, hide. Or, leather, I mean. That's sad. I mean, can't you make it from... Hold on. Can you make hide from, like... Or not hide. Don't you need, like, 4 bunny hides to make a single piece of leather or something like that? Or do you need an... Okay, that's a baby. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Whatever. Get rid of the rabbit meat. Anyway, I'm gonna carry on, and if I find anything interesting, I'll cut to it, or if I find a place to build, I'll cut to it. So, I was, sitting here waiting for my chicken to cook, which had finished right as I was about to start recording, so I grabbed it. I was sitting here waiting for my chicken to cook, and I was kind of just looking around to see if I liked this area, and I kind of do. I'm not exactly sure what spot I like the most, so I might kind of like just like scope this entire area out and try to find like a good place to put a starter base. But like, I like it because it's a typical forest, so kind of like where I like to live in Minecraft. Although I do also like I think it's called old growth taigas. I also really like old growth taigas. I didn't come across any. Not that I didn't go very far. Like well, hell, this was the desert, and I just went up this way, and I was like, ooh, stuff to look at. Wowee. Yeah, I kind of like this area. Obviously, I haven't really been down. Like, I haven't properly explored the forest floor. Because I just stopped right up here. But I think I kind of like this area. All right, let's find a nice little spot to set up put our stuff down. Not set up. Put our stuff down, and then we'll find a spot to actually build. Let's say right here is a good spot to set our stuff down. Oh yeah, I did find some cows, so I was able to make some bundles with or at least one. I found 2 cows. Only one of them dropped leather. That's how it went. I don't know. I thought I had gotten another piece of leather. Now I'm thinking about it, I didn't. It was just the 1 cow. Create waypoint. home. We'll make it gold. Confirm. There we go. Now we'll be able to kind of have like a central point, central hub to where we can find our stuff. But I like this area. This area is very nice to build on. I like that it's up a little high. Not up too high, but up a little high. I could also just like straight up build here. This is already very naturally flat. It doesn't have as great of a view, but I think once I like chop these trees here down, the view will get a bit better. Then maybe I can use those islands for something. We could put a mob farm a little bit out that way, I think. Or I'll probably put a mob farm over here if I do end up making one. Probably shouldn't be killing the mobs, but whatever. They're annoying. They should get out of my way if I don't want to die. For real, for real. I will regret saying that. I will regret saying that. I will regret saying that when there are no mobs around anymore and I try to build like a little farm and it's like, oh no, there's no pigs and sheep and cows and oh no, who could have foreseen this coming? The pile of dead animal carcasses behind me. Oh yeah, this is a great view. I want to fill this a little bit out. But this is a great view with those trees gone. Just very like just clear, open. I mean, it's not a great view. I think I'm phrasing this area a little bit too much, but it's better than trees. I wanted like a clear shot out, even if it was just like, you know. Well, I might like mine this down one level. Oh hey, my tree grew. Just to like. Yeah, I think I might do that, which is going to be it's a little time-consuming, but most good things are time-consuming. Oh yeah, I also need to grow my bamboo. I'll find a fancier place to plant it. I usually plant it surrounding something. Maybe I'll plant my bamboo on the island over there. It can be Bamboo Island. But I want to, like, drop this down one. I want to get rid of this tree real quick. And then from there, I can, like, build out, and then it's a pretty alright view. We can turn that into Bamboo Island, and then, from there we can go, but I think I'm gonna mine this back. So, to do that, I do have a mod, which is very, very useful. It lets me pick up chests while they have things. Oh, I need to pick up chests while they have things inside of them. See, so I can like move my base a little bit further back while we're doing the mining, and then I can like I can whoop, that just combined to chest. I didn't want to do that. There we go. And then I can just move everything else back that way. Actually, maybe I should actually be smelting the food. Like the miscellaneous beef and stuff I have. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna mine this down one block. Ta-da! Flat land, one block lower. So I was thinking about like what kind of house I want to build. And I think last night, but I'm not entirely sure, I think I had a dream of, like, building a Minecraft house. And I have a very specific, like, image in my head of how it was made. I have no idea if that was, like, actually a dream I had, or if I just hallucinated it, but, I think I want to try bringing that to life. Holy shit, that is a lot of leaf litter. Which, it was kind of like partly in the ground, partly above, and it was like, I think the stairs to get into the underground part were like on the outside of the building, but I'm not sure if I'd keep that. I just remember digging a hole, and then putting stairs, and then building a house on top of it. So that might be like just a basement, but like, I don't know, it might be fun, or maybe I can like build a part of the underground thing sticking out here, maybe? But like it's built into the ground here? I don't know. I might toy around with that idea. And if I do that, I'm gonna want some cobblestone to build that part. So the base is like looks more stable than the top. So I might do that. That could be interesting. I'm probably gonna have to go mining to do that though. So I do not have enough cobblestone. I could get maybe like the basic layout of that first starting area done. So like, you know, I could mine this back. This is where I would want it to be. Like here, maybe? Yeah, that's fine. I think that we could build the rest of the house on this side here. We could just have it come all the way out to like here, you know. Then we dig it a bit deeper. I don't know how deep I should dig it. I also want to see how far up top this goes. You know, I want it to be further in. I mean, hell, I might get enough cobblestone just from mining this to actually work on this part of the house. I don't know what I'd use this area for. Like I don't really have. This isn't really planned out. This is just like a visual concept in my head that I'm kind of trying to bring to life here. I don't really. No, I guess probably storage. I would imagine is probably the right thing to use it for. I could probably do this stuff off camera, huh? Alright, so, I've kind of dug this out and filled it in. I'm going to, move this over a bit, so there's a bit more room in here. But, yeah, this is kind of like the vibe so far. This needs to be bumped out a little bit. I think I'm gonna build the stairs real quick, which means I need to chop down some wood. I'm gonna build the stairs, and then I'm going to, I'm gonna then build it from there, but I need to decide what the flooring of this build is gonna look like. I think I'm gonna do oak, and then like I need to clear my inventory. I think I'm gonna do oak, and then I'm gonna do everything else out of dark oak and spruce. But before we decide on that, I need to actually get some spruce, and I need to compare the woods and see how they look together. Okay, so I'm thinking, so we could do the main base of the build, like the walls and stuff, out of dark oak, but I think I want to do it out of spruce, and then dark oak can be the accents. I need, see, how does, yeah, they go together pretty alright, and then we're probably not going to use any regular oak in our builds, or in this build specifically, but like, yeah, I think this goes good with the dark oak, and then we'll do I don't think we're gonna do. I feel like it feels like too light for the flooring compared to these, but like if the walls are spruce, the accents are dark, that's not as bad. I think that's what we're gonna do. That's the palette we're gonna use. So spruce walling, oak flooring, dark oak, and spruce log accents. I don't think we're gonna use the dark oak logs, although they're pretty similar looking. It's not very good lighting. They're very similar looking. So, and the spruce is a bit more of a richer color, which I like a bit more. So I think that's what we're gonna do with that. So I need to clear my inventory really bad. I need to make another chest, which I should be able to use these for. We probably don't need this many, but like, whatever, I can use more later on. Let's also like try to decide how. One, we'll do two more this way. I think is a good amount of space for this, right? Like that. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I needed more space for the stairs, and it was also just kind of like an awkward shape, and I was like, I don't really like the shape of this, so I'm gonna like just bump it out a little bit, and then it should be alright. A wandering traitor? Oh, good. Oh no, I'm trapped. Sup, loser? Where's your lead at? Over there. Get out of my way. Where the fuck? Huh? Wait. There it is. Get me through. There we go. I want this guy's leads. I don't have any, yeah, I don't have any, emeralds, so his existence is not very important to me. Also, this is just weird. Okay, and we can fill in this floor here. I still need to name this land. Maybe I'll do it in the next video. Because I don't think I'm going to finish the house in this video. Most certainly not. But, like, you know, I want to get this area done and then I'll probably call it there. So, the idea is... like this. Then we'll flatten this out there. Right? It's kind of the vibe. So we have, like, a little ledge. Maybe we can even do a little entrance here to just put some storage. Let me grab some coal and make some torches. That was all of my coal. That was actually kind of stupid, but whatever. We can always get more coal, I guess. You know, I can put some torches along here. Then I can put some torches in here. So, like, some torches out here, I guess. Then, probably also gonna do, like, some windows. Like, unique windows. Something a bit less standard. So, like, if I take you, and then you, and then I make some stairs. And also maybe some... Can I make vertical... I can't make vertical slabs. Make some vertical slabs. Make some half slabs. I'll see what I can do window-wise. Let me see. So, if I were to do this, then there would be 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Right? And then we do boom, boom, boom. Then we go boom, boom. And then that's even. There we go. I think. Anyway. It looks uneven because of this, I think. That's throwing me off. But we put some barrels in here, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Do something with it. I mean, I think if there's a skeleton up here, it can shoot us, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Or maybe I should... Hold on, maybe I should do, like this. For even more, like, intrigue, you know? Move this back one. We'll cover this up with dirt. There we go. Something, you know? Little interesting window into our big structure here, and then I guess I'd probably outline it with a bit of spruce as much as I can outline it. So, like, this isn't the right... Hold on, that's not right. Need to go over one. So actually, if I want to keep with it being built into the thing, I shouldn't dig too deep down. I should just, like, put pillars like that, and then a little bit more dirt right here. Then maybe a bit of dirt here. Here we go. And we kind of have this little built-in structure. Then I'll plant some trees around here. I think I'm gonna do spruce, though. But yeah, I don't want to accidentally fall off the edge. But here's the first little bit of our house, a little thing, and then we can do some dark oak accents and whatnot. But for right now, I think this is pretty swell. I think I want to get a name prepared for this area. In between recordings, if I do end up recording a part 2, again, no promises. But if I do end up recording a part 2, that's probably when I'll have a name prepared. I'll make a sign, I'll plop it down where I think should be like the center of our land, and then we'll have a neat little name. Anyway, I kind of like build the top like around this here, if that makes sense. Then have the rest of this filled in just on the land, maybe cover it with dirt. I don't know. I think this looks good. I think the spruce logs and the dark oak accents are gonna look really good with spruce walling. Right now it's just cobblestone because that's the base, the foundation. The foundation needs to be of a stronger material, but yeah, I think we might be cooking. I think the build that came to me in a dream might actually be kind of peak. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna end it there. For now, anyway. I don't know. I think this video is gonna be pretty long, so I don't want to record more later. I think I'm just gonna end it here, edit it, upload it, and then if I feel like recording more, I will. But yeah, thank you for watching if you did, and, goodbye.